The Diocese of Lafayette begins the Martin Luther King holiday weekend with Mass and an award ceremony. Full details are coming up.
Plus, Baker Hughes made a major announcement today, and we were there. Why dozens will be back on the job hunt is coming up.
Plus, the Senate took a major step towards repealing Obamacare today. Why millions who've gotten coverage under the law are worried about what comes next. That story's ahead.
Live and local, you're watching Acadiana's KLAF News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Danielle Grossman.
And I'm Adam Hooper. Thanks for choosing Acadiana's KLAF News at 10. During the next few days, people all over the country will commemorate Dr. Martin Luther King leading up to MLK Day on Monday.
The Diocese of Lafayette kicked off the celebration tonight with a Mass and award ceremony. Our Toy Thornton was there.
It's a long-standing tradition of the Diocese of Lafayette to honor those who contribute to the area while remembering someone who gave to the world.
Tonight we have 95 recipients.
The Diocese of Lafayette says the MLK Mass and Award Ceremony isn't just a time for Holy Communion and prayer.
Usually do recipient awards at this time, and for people who are living up to and amplifying Dr. Martin Luther King's history.
Each honoree with a different work and from a different area of the diocese. Mary Ozen says she knows this honor all too well.
2 years ago, my husband and I received the recipient award off of Office of Black Catholics, and this was one of the high awards that we received.
The Diocese of Lafayette includes 121 church parishes. Janice Henry says the endeavor was to ensure that each part is represented.
They're providing help to the communities, individual communities where they live. And here tonight, all of those different communities are going to be represented here in the Mass.
Henry says the honorees are unsung heroes.
And all of the recipients will be awarded for their years of work, not just 1 year, but many years of work.
The diocese said they were happy to award these recipients, and they're looking forward to more next year. In Lafayette, Toy Thornton, Acadiana's KLAF News.
Thanks, Toy. With the courts opening up for a brand new year of trials, local lawyers and judges are beginning 2017 in church as well. The Diocese of Lafayette held its annual Red Mass at the Cathedral of St. John the Evangelist. For those in the legal profession, the Mass is a tradition that dates back hundreds of years. Bishop Douglas Desatel says the goal is to give lawyers and judges a renewed focus in their practice.
The message is for those involved in the legal profession to pray for the guidance of the Holy Spirit to help them discover the truth in all the cases that they are involved in and that they work with.
Following Mass, Lafayette Bar Association also held its opening ceremony to install the new lawyers who begin working in Lafayette.
The world's third largest oil and gas service company is closing their facility in Acadiana. Baker Hughes is closing their cement and pumping division facility in Crowley. While several are being laid off, some employees have offers to transfer to a Baker Hughes facility in Texas, but Mayor Greg Jones says that is something that could affect the local economy.
It has a negative impact on a city from their revenue stream also, because if they leave, they're not buying groceries or clothes or anything else in your town.
Mayor Greg Jones says oil and gas and agriculture are the key industries keeping the economy afloat in his city. We reached out to Baker Hughes in Houston for an official statement, but as of news time, we have not gotten the official number of those being laid off.
An inmate from the Iberia Parish Jail got a taste of freedom this morning. Around 6:50 today, 33-year-old Rocky Lacamus was working at the fleet maintenance shop when he decided to leave and stole an unmarked unit. In less than an hour, deputies found the car off Highway 182 in Duchamp Road. After an extensive search and dogs and SWAT, Lacamus was caught, arrested, and transported back to the Iberia Parish Jail. He's facing additional charges.
A man was stabbed last night, and Breaux Bridge police are looking for answers. The stabbing happened around 11 Thursday night on Agnes Street. The victim was treated at an area hospital and was released. Police say a suspect is in custody, but the identity of the person has not been released.
In St. Landry Parish, deputies are looking for a suspect in connection to an armed robbery. It happened just after 11:30 last night at a truck stop on Highway 167. Deputies say the suspect robbed the business at gunpoint, got away with a small amount of cash. Anyone with information on this crime should call 948-TIPS.
A man accused of trying to kidnap his ex-girlfriend is in jail in St. Landry Parish. Deputies say Jasper Dominic physically abused and attempted to kidnap his ex-girlfriend 2 years after they broke up. The victim says Dominic kicked down the doors of her house and tried to put her in the car. She ran off, but he caught up with her and a struggle ensued. Dominic left the area before police arrived. He's facing domestic abuse, battery, and second-degree kidnapping. No bond is set.
In Lafayette Parish, the sheriff's office makes 7 arrests in connection to contraband smuggling. Deputies have been performing increased searches of the Lafayette Parish Correctional Facility. As a result, last Friday, several suspicious packages were found on the premises. Deputies connected 3 inmates to those packages and were able to connect 4 individuals who were helping the inmates on the outside with their smuggling operation. All 7 suspects are charged with conspiracy to introduce contraband into a correctional facility.
The Scott police officer is okay tonight after a major accident. State police say the Scott officer stopped at a red light on Cameron Street this morning. When the light turned green, he proceeded to cross Ambassador Caffrey, but hit a pickup truck that ran the red light. An inmate the officer was transporting was brought to the hospital. He was treated and released. The driver of the pickup was cited for running the red light.
An electrical malfunction is the cause of a house fire last night in Lafayette. Investigators say the fire started in the laundry room behind the clothes dryer and spread to the attic. The blaze broke out just before 8 in the 100 block of Randolph Street. The fire was under control within 15 minutes of firefighters arriving. The home had serious damage to the utility room and carport. The family escaped the house unharmed, but 2 firefighters received minor injuries. The fire was ruled an accident.
A respected master of the Cajun fiddle and advocate of Acadian culture has died. Merlin Fontenot passed away at Lafayette General on Wednesday. He was 93 years old. Visitation will take place at Martin and Castile's Southside location on Sunday and Monday. Funeral services will begin at 11 a.m. Monday at Holy Cross Catholic Church. A celebration of life will follow at noon at Randall's Restaurant. Interment will be at Mount Calvary Cemetery in Eunice. I love that music. Mr. Merlin began playing fiddle at a young age of 7, and by 15 he had regularly played at Cajun dance halls. In his older years, he became a staple at Vermilionville by entertaining and educating visitors about Cajun music.
All right, looking ahead now, downtown Lafayette's hosting its first art walk of the year. There's a lot of fresh and new talent this weekend, including Lafayette local Karen Decollette, who's debuting her work at the Lounge Gallery. Her artwork won't be the only thing you can enjoy at the gallery stop. Stop in for some delicious king cake. Coming up, hundreds of thousands of Marines will be compensated for drinking toxic water while on duty. Details ahead.
And a rare sea creature never before seen alive has been caught on tape. That story just minutes away.
Art walk sounds cool. I'll let you know what the weather's going to be.